Marina Rodriguez versus Michelle Waterson-Gomez. This is a rematch fight between these two ladies. We first saw them match up in May of 2021. And anytime you're handicapping a rematch, the first thing that you got to do, surprise, surprise, is look at that first fight. And when I sit down there and I break down that first fight, I find myself agreeing with two of the judges. I scored that one 49-46, gave it to Marina Rodriguez. Didn't really see it that close. I didn't really see it as that competitive of a fight. Marina Rodriguez is bigger. She's longer. She's stronger. I think she's got superior striking technique. Now, don't get me wrong, Michelle Waterson-Gomez is an incredibly talented striker, right? We call her a karate hottie for a reason. The way she's able to use those kicks, the way she's able to get them up high in short spots, the way she's able to get creative with them out of that side stance, use them to create distance, use them to attack the legs and different things. She's a very skilled fighter. But she's not going to beat Marina Rodriguez in a Muay Thai match or a kickboxing match or just any type of striking match, even if they were to step into a boxing ring and only be using their hands. I particularly think if they were only using their hands, then Marina Rodriguez would have a big advantage. She's much smaller, so in the clinch, she got the worst end of those clinches the vast majority of the fight. Look at those knees that Rodriguez was able to get off, man. Those were nasty. Look at the way that when she was able to come in behind punches, she's able to move her around as she wants. She's able to frame her up with her forearm across her face and across her neck. She was basically able to go in there and dominate her. Right now, I gave Waterson-Gomez one round. It was the fourth. She was able to come in, get an underhook, transition into a takedown. She was able to hold it there. Okay? We know that that's the weak point of Rodriguez's game. We saw that in her last fight, that loss that she got against Jandy Roba. But I don't think that we're going to be able to see in a 3-round fight Michelle Waterson able to do one or two things. Number one, she's not going to be able to go out there and dominate in the striking. She gets her little shots off here and there. When she's fighting out of that southpaw stand, she's got a nice little counter right hook that she'll use at times. But over the course of 15 minutes, she is not going to win the striking exchanges. And number two, she's not going to be able to go in there and turn this into a grappling affair and dominate for 2 of those rounds. Maybe she can go in there and get a takedown and dominate for 1 of them. All right, maybe she can go in there and do that, get that takedown, hold it down, or get on the 4th round of the last fight. Okay, that's the weak point. That being said, Rodriguez has decent takedown defense, right? So Michelle Waterson coming in as the significantly smaller woman, having fought once before, having more time to prepare for this one. Because don't forget that last fight that we saw come in, Rodriguez took that one on short notice. She didn't get a full training camp. She didn't get a full fight week coming in as far as she came in late in fight week as far as the travel considerations were concerned. So there was different things going on with that one that I don't think we're going to see in this one. And at the end of the day, I'm a little surprised at the line. We're seeing Marina Rodriguez in this one at minus 300, minus 305, minus 315, something along those lines. I expected it to be bigger. I think this is going to be a clear-cut victory for her, right? We may look back at it and say that the cards were 29-28 on all 3 judges, unanimous decision, but I think it'll look more clear-cut than that. Right, I think it'll be the type of thing where it's like the 2 rounds that Marina Rodriguez won were very dominant, very clear-cut. She's able to go in there, be aggressive, push Michelle Waterson-Gomez back up against the cage, hit her with hands, hit her with strikes, hit her with a bunch of strikes, use those kicks up the middle, and just go in there and dominate. And the 1 round, maybe, that Michelle Waterson wins is close. So let me know what you guys think. Am I underestimating what Waterson-Gomez brings to the table? Am I overestimating what Marina Rodriguez is going to do? Let me know.